Good afternoon, everybody. It's 150 years since William Booth's first open-air evangelistic campaign at the old Quaker burial ground on Mile End Waste in Whitechapel led to the birth of the Salvation Army on the streets of East London. This was in 1865. The Salvation Army has gone from strength to strength since then, carrying on the commitment of the founders to serve humans by fighting against social injustice. Today we're at the Salvation Army in Poplar. It's the oldest corps in the world and is committed to transforming the lives of people in the community. The Salvation Army delivers relevant and vibrant ministry to every generation and offers hope with services based on local needs. We're here today in Poplar to have lunch with Major David Brown and find out more about the major role the Salvation Army plays in our community. Thank you for having us, David. Thank you. Yeah. The Salvation Army in Poplar organises many charitable causes, including selling clothes that have been locally donated, managing a breakfast cafe which also serves as a drop-in centre, and keeping young people, including those with special needs, busy and active with a vast array of facilities that is the envy of many youth groups.
I was in East London on Whitechapel that the Salvation Army started way back in 1865. William Booth was a Methodist minister. He was between churches and he was working in the East End area, and he was working in tents, in missions, and in fact the Christian mission was the name that the Salvation Army had to start with. And he preached outside the Blind Beggar pub, which is still there on Whitechapel Road.
What is a typical day like here at the Salvation Army?
Oh, I couldn't tell you what a typical day is. This week, I've just calculated up that I think I'm doing 59 hours. I've been working with homeless people, okay, who come, we give them food, we try and signpost them to hostels or other places where they can find a bed.
In 2015, what does the Salvation Army have in store to celebrate 150 years of outstanding community work?
In July, which is around about the founder's birthday, William Booth's birthday, from the 1st to the 5th of July, we have got the O2 to celebrate an international congress. And around that international congress, we're going to have marches with bands along the South Bank. We are trying, and it's still up in the air, whether we can get permission to march up the Mall with the international bands from around the world. All the international leaders from the 126 countries are all going to walk up Whitechapel Road from the statue to Booth House, which is our men's hostel, which has been a men's hostel there from the very beginning of the Salvation Army. So there is lots happening all around the world now. People are making pendants, you know, the bunting that is going to be stretched across Whitechapel Road for the period of time. There's events going on in the local libraries, local schools are getting involved. It's a big thing for the East End. Is 150 years since the Salvation Army started right here before it spread out right across the world.
I'm really glad we came here today, learned a lot about the Salvation Army and what exactly the people here do within the community. Now, the Salvation Army is there not only because you need something, but because you have something to be thankful for. From Nepal to Tonga, the Salvation Army is now a worldwide movement established in 126 countries, supporting and empowering vulnerable and marginalized people, including people without a home or job. That's all for today. Thanks for watching OnTV station.